can a 16-year-old girl be sleeping with married men? We're in a generation where Satan is actually fighting our teenagers. A lot of things are now happening. Welcome, viewers. There's something that it's really a burden in my spirit, and I want to communicate with us, and I want you to follow very carefully. There are things that have come to my table, and I want us to raise a generation that is conscious, so we'll be able to take charge of what's happening around us. So based on the office that God has kept me, I've been privileged to handle some things that I want to share. If you are a parent, please, I want you to listen to this, watch this video, and you can also share to other parents so that they too will have this information. Now, there was a generation some years ago where they were giving to serving God. That's the parents. You see everybody, pushing to serve God, and there was heavy revival. Now, when Satan tried to fight that generation, they couldn't actually stop them, and what they did was they left that generation and then they went to their children. So parents were busy serving God, leaving their children at home, and the enemy was busy working out something on the ground to take hold of the children. Now, when this generation actually gradually started fading, you will see, in fact, it also affected the American churches. You will see how that you come to the church in the choir, you see only old faces in the choir. Now, but when people began to see that the devil has gone to the next generation, that was the youth, that was what actually baited the campus invasion, that pastors, ministers started going into campuses to catch young people. And you see, it was another kind of revival, and we started redeeming those that were in the university. But Satan also, that is still wise, had to make or bring forth another kind of strategy, and this time it's towards our teenagers. We are in the dispensation where Satan is actually fighting our teenagers. If you're a parent, please, I'm asking, listen to me. We're in a generation where Satan is actually fighting our teenagers. A lot of things are now happening. That's the reason why I have this passion. I'm going back to the primary school, to the secondary schools, to start making them know about Jesus, to begin to proclaim the name of Jesus. I've been privileged to be having a one-on-one meeting and prayer session with teenagers, and I've heard a lot of things. And I can't believe that one of the teachings I was preaching to just teenagers, those that are about to write WAEC and JAM. And then while I was teaching, said there's some persons here that that had sexual intercourse with married people. And I said, if you know, I said, it can destroy your destiny. If you know you have done this and that, please see me after the service. And my God, I was shocked with what happened after the meeting, that I will see a whole lot of teenage girls coming to meet me, and they are telling me that you are the one, I'm the one that God spoke about. And in fact, the one that shocked me most was a lady that came to me and told me everything. And I asked her, okay, how many person can you say you are? She said like 10. I said, how old are you? And the girl said she's 16. How can a 16-year-old girl be sleeping with married men? What generation are we into? Now, I'm not even blaming that girl. I'm blaming her parents. I'm not blaming that girl because she is still a teenager and she doesn't even know how to make choices. And that is the reason why parents need to take time and train their children. We are in a generation where parents are running around to make money, looking for money to raise their children, whereas those children are going astray. I spoke to this lady and I said, you need to stop that, leave that relationship. That man is married, there's no future for you. Get out for me. And as it stands now, you don't need a relationship. She says, sir, it's not possible, I cannot leave him. Oh my God. And I was asking myself, what if you have a daughter that is in school? You have a daughter that is in school and nobody's there to direct her or to guide her. So I'm pleading to every parent that is watching this video, especially for parents that have teenage girls. I'm not saying that we should not train our boys or raise our boys. I know, but I'm just pleading because the girls are vulnerable. They are vulnerable. So let every parent make out time for their teenage girls. Have round table discussions with them. Talk to them about life. Get to know about their circles of friends. Because some of them, if you might check, it might actually be peer pressure. Get to know about their circle, talk to them, and know What is happening with your daughter? Your daughter might be a victim tomorrow. With this in our YouTube channel, I've spoken to some of them, and I might have to start bringing some of them in our program, and then we'll begin to ask them certain questions, and you will see how that most parents have actually failed. One told me, I can't tell my father that this man is pushing me to, is taking advantage of me. I said, I don't understand. The father said, you must be close to this person, not knowing that that person is making sexual advancement to that lady. Something is wrong somewhere. Parents, you need to wake up. The way, if you know you have a girl child, please wake up so that you can train them well. Invest all you have, your time, your presence, your resources. Invest all you have to make sure that that girl child is safe. Okay, see you some other time in this platform. God bless you.